Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Saturday morning, so you know it's time for another live edition of The Extra Point. Pure Culture in the house. Tasha T. Sizzle in the house. First Lady of Sports, before we get started this morning, where's that shirt from? And where were you when you accumulated that shirt?
This was on a special birthday last year. This is from Curacao, and I took myself for my golden birthday to Curacao.
Awesome. You inspired me to do something for my golden birthday, and those are memories I will never forget. I'll go back through the camera roll on my next dump just to relive those moments.
Can these photos be televised?
Yeah. Yeah, these photos.
So you say, people, I ain't never seen some of these photos he talking about.
That's true. But when those photos become available, you know that you'll be the first one to receive them because they will never go public. You know that.
But I do know he enjoys a massage or two down there.
Hey, I found Miss Wendy again. I found Miss Wendy, and she remembered.
I hope she wasn't with her husband this time.
No, she was with Bianca, her assistant.
You walking up on the damn lady. She trying to enjoy time with her husband, and you walking up talking about, "Hey, Miss Wendy."
That could have got physical. I was looking like Mike Vrabel rolling up on her. He's like, Harper, who this? He wasn't too happy.
Mister, now I got to go to counseling because you got caught
about that. But she kind of gave me the scram, would you? Like it's after hours. Beat it, Negro.
Look, now you done messed up. You had a shot. Now you're running it hot. You done ran hot.
I have done that before, Tasha. We ain't gonna talk about that. I have done that before. I'm gonna do better. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are entering day 3 of the NFL draft, and we have already seen some head-scratching moves. There's a lot of stuff to unpack here. So I want to kind of get Tasha's view on some of these. Let's start at the very top. There was no surprises here. The Las Vegas Raiders select quarterback Fernando Mendoza, number 1 overall. Tasha, the pick itself wasn't surprising, but let me ask you this. If you had to bet right now, everything that's in that purse back there in the background, what would be more?
That's the backpack for the kittens.
I'm so glad Jody ain't on right now. So we can keep going. Yeah, we can keep going. We can keep going. What is more likely? What is more likely to happen, in your opinion, Tasha? That Mendoza will be a Pro Bowler in the next 5 years, or a bust?
I can't necessarily say a bust, but I don't think he'll be a Pro Bowler. I just don't like the way things are set up down there in Las Vegas. They're not set up for a quarterback to succeed, especially this early. If he is a Pro Bowler, it won't be in Vegas.
Okay, so I'm thinking, I'm kind of along the lines with you. I think it'll be somewhere in the middle. I don't see him being a bust per se when you think of like a Ryan Leaf or Jamarcus Russell or something of that.
Don't you say Jamarcus Russell? He be done busted through this camera on us. You saw how you went off in that interview talking about he wasn't a bust. But what were you?
What were you?
I guess that lean, you know.
Well, that's one word we won't use to describe him. He was not lean.
That lean.
Okay. I'm in the city of the purple Sprite. I got you.
Exactly.
I think it's somewhere in the
drink.
The purple drink. I think it's somewhere in the middle too, Tasha. I don't see him, because of the situation that he's in. I don't see him being a Pro Bowler unless it's one of those situations where the top 6 quarterbacks decline or are injured and he gets a right vote-in ballot. I just don't see him being a top 3 quarterback in the AFC.
I mean, and the thing is, you know, we saw him do a little scramble here and there, especially during that national championship game, which I do appreciate. But that's not his style of play.
It's not.
That's not his style of play. Oh, wait a minute. Before I finish, since Treese is on here, Treese, just say yes or no if I can tell a certain news. But before we even get there, I have to shout out, y'all, Martrese's dad has finally been able to come home.
Yes.
Yes. For being home. She sent me the photos yesterday. But Treese, you know what I'm talking about. If I'm able to say that, you can just tell me yay or nay.
All right. Good morning, Farrah. Good morning, Brayson, my brother. Good morning, young nephew. Tasha, finish your statement.
But look, the way these edges and these defensive tackles are coming out now, they running 4-4s, 4-5s. And you already got a team that don't have a line. Gotcha, Trees. You already have a team that doesn't have a line, and you don't have a quarterback who is a natural or has decent scramble ability when it comes to the NFL. So, like I said, I don't see him as being any type of Pro Bowler. I mean, then you got a Kirk and a Cousins there. Hopefully they don't plan on starting him.
That was my next question. But now, for those who know anything about Tom Brady, he's been one of the loudest proponents of quarterbacks being rushed into action too quickly. So all signs point just from just what we've heard Tom Brady say publicly that he will sit behind Kirk Cousins. In fact, I wasn't shocked when he signed with the Raiders because Tom Brady is upstairs. Is that a wise move to sit this guy for a whole year? Because we know what Kirk Cousins is.
I mean, look, I don't think there are too many quarterbacks who could come straight out of the draft and just make a difference, especially with the team. It'd be different if he was going to like one of these teams that was kind of already set up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I do think 90% of these quarterbacks need to sit a little. May not be the whole season,
right?
But then you got to get them in the game because they got to get used to that game action. And like people say, the speed of the game, they have to get used to that. And the only way you can do that is by putting them in the game. Maybe doing some cleanup if the Raiders are at that point,
they won't get cleanup duty no time soon. But go ahead.
But,
maybe on the end of a blowout.
Yeah, but and I've been hearing a lot of people say this. He just got lucky because last year he definitely wouldn't have been the first quarterback.
You would have taken Ward over Mendoza if you were okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next year, he definitely wouldn't have been the number one.
It's the year of Eli. I think Eli figured it out. Him and Jeremiah Smith will be fighting for the number one pick next year.
Right. Then you had to go back 2 years ago. He wouldn't have been the number one pick.
Absolutely not.
He would have been further down the list. But again, this is no knock to the kid because, he obviously went out there. He played. He had some great games. I mean, he whooped a corn on a lot of people that we didn't think they was going to whoop a corn on.
Right, a corn on the cob. He says if Mendoza falls in the NFL, it fails, he can be the Chat GPT voice. Solo Sports.
You know what?
With the content lately. Shouts out to YouTube checking in. He says Giants defense, let's go. I got a question, Travis.
Hey.
Giants.
Hey.
As a Dallas resident, I don't like this.
Hey.
Y'all got a new coaching staff, a competent coaching staff, and now you're trying to put some pieces together. You strung together a couple of good drafts, so we'll see. We're going to talk about your Giants in just a minute. Go ahead and hit that sub because I'm a Cowboys fan. We control each other all year. Mendoza not going to make it there, it says Farrah. Is that a stretch?
I mean, no, that's not a stretch because, again, Tom Brady.
Oh, shit. Keep going. He would be to be a backup QB. Oh my God.
Tom Brady can only do so much if you really don't have it.
Right.
Like they say, you can lead a water the horse, but you can't make him drink. Or you can. What is it about teaching a man how to fish? If you teach him how,
you're right. If you buy him fish, he eats once. If you teach him how to fish, he eats for a lifetime.
But it's the teaching. It's only so much you can teach if it's not here, and if it's not here, because they're saying he really doesn't have like a good, good strong arm. Yeah,
and let's not leave out here because that dog makes a difference. If you got a little dog, that can overcompensate for lack of talent.
Yeah, I mean, but whether you got that dog or not, what's around you, if it's not functioning, that's when it starts to affect here.
Yeah, we saw that with Vince Young. It got in his head and it
derailed. And Vince Young had no support from old 50-50.
He did not. And but I think that's to your point. That's where the dog comes in, where it's like, my mama don't have to support me on this one. I'm about to go ahead and do this because y'all done doubted me. Instead, the lack of support kind of caved him to where he probably needed a little more validation than maybe a Tom Brady would have needed. To your point, good job by you. Let's go to the third pick, y'all, because as we shout out Fair, her show, I'll Take Podcast, invited us to kind of do a a co-hosting a live NFL draft show. Tasha came through, started a bunch of shit, had me fighting in the comments. And
I start some shit.
You did. She had a 49er fan.
Y'all started it by making me go on TikTok. Y'all know that's not my favorite form of social media.
But you did great. But there was a 49er fan on the panel with her. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, they're all obnoxious. It's not just her. They are all obnoxious. But it was a great time. But what happened at number 3 really, really pissed me off when I saw the dusty, dungy, dirty-ass Cardinals rip my heart out when they called.
I thought a Cowbish fan has said something.
I'm a Titans fan right now. We'll get to them in just a minute. We're going to ask you about what y'all did yesterday as well, but the Cardinals, they snatched my heart, my soul. They snatched my joy when they drafted running back Jeremiah Love at number 3 overall. Tasha, I'm saying this from a hating standpoint because you the one that gassed me up that Love was that dude. And then all offseason, I done got my hopes up to get that number 4 jersey. And then come to find out he gets snatched right out from under us, literally a pick before us. Your overall thoughts on the Cardinals taking Love before I get into some of these numbers?
Look, what did I say when we were on live with Farrah and our take on TikTok? The Cardinals are one of those teams that need A through Z.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, look, you just got to take the best thing out there, whether it's going to help you or not. And I do believe that's what they did. I don't understand. Well, I do understand why they probably didn't want to pull the trigger on Ty Simpson. But y'all really need a quarterback. If you're going to start, what's his name? Who's the quarterback, the black kid? What's his name?
Jacoby.
If you're going to start Jacoby Brissett, it's no reason why. I mean, I understand you probably didn't want to pay Ty Simpson that kind of money.
He's the black Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, he's the black Kirk Cousins. Let's just keep it real.
Without the money.
They needed a quarterback, so I understand why they didn't. So if you're going along the lines of taking the best player available, then Jeremiah Love was your pick. Because
I don't want to hear this, Tasha. I don't want to hear this. It is,
right, but you alluded to the fact that it was either you or one of the other guys that was on the TikTok live with us that gave us the whole list of running backs that they already have on there.
I got them right here. Let's go through them real quick, Tasha. Then you finish your point. Jeremiah Love is going to get $50 million guaranteed at the number 3 spot.
It's 52.
52 million, ladies and gentlemen. I stand corrected. Add that to Tyler Algier, who you signed in the offseason. He's got a $12 million deal. James Conner, your veteran incumbent running back, he counts $4.8 million against the cap. And you also have Trey Benson.
Keep talking.
Drafted a couple of years ago. That's about $65 million that you have tied up in the running back position in today's NFL. Well, the running back position, you just can't tie that kind of money up at that position. I think that's a Cardinals move. I think that's a bitch move. I think that you did that because you knew the Titans wanted to draft him, and you're mad because we went out there and beat you in embarrassing fashion last year, and this is payback. You don't even have the infrastructure for Jeremiah Love to be successful this year. You've got 15 running backs on your roster and a ton of money. And then yesterday you pick up a quarterback in Carson Beck. What is your grade for the Cardinals after 2 days?
Look, again, you can't fault them. They was just being a man. I mean, you're
being logical, and I don't want to hear that right now.
I mean, you literally had to go for best available. They're gonna what's going to happen. They're going to get rid of some of those running backs that are already there.
Yeah.
They're going to, like I said, money aside, we're throwing the money out the way. You had to take Jeremiah Love because the position that you really needed, you're not going to reach because he was the only other.
Yeah, you couldn't take Ty Simpson at 3.
You couldn't take Ty Simpson that high. It's no way. I don't agree with Ty Simpson going where he went.
Well, we're going to definitely talk about that. Nice tease. Yeah, I didn't see that last year out of Alabama's offense.
Farrah, you already know my issues with the tick and the talk.
And you're going to fix those issues. If you got an apple and Apple's supposed to be what you said it is, you should have room for one more app. That's the end of discussion. Love will help the Cardinals sell tickets. What about the Titans, Jarrell? What about what I need? What about me?
Okay, Effie.
What about me?
I mean, Jarrell, it's only going to be so many tickets sold that probably going to go on resale if they playing like ass.
They're going to be not
It's
just
gonna be
ass. They're going to
empty.
be open ass.
It's gonna be like the Cowboys game sometimes.
I don't see
What? I mean,
obnoxious.
should I pull up the video again? You know, when we took over and made it Levi Stadium East? I'm just saying.
We had to bring a prisoner to work day, and that's how all of y'all got in. You convicts. Michael Hasso checking in said they should have traded down to get more pieces. Well, as long as the person they traded down to didn't take Jeremiah Love, I don't think that would have helped the Titans because whoever traded up would have jumped us and taken him at 3.
But it still wouldn't have helped. It still wouldn't have helped the Cardinals because this was what they really need is a quarterback. This was a quarterback void draft.
Do you like the Carson Beck pickup in the 3rd round?
Again, you know, I'm not a Carson.
He's older than Brissett.
I don't think I'm not a Carson Beck fan. I never have been. I just don't think he's it. Personally, I was never impressed with him. Even in Georgia when he was winning, I was not impressed with him there.
That was a complete team. He was in his Mike, close your ears. He was in his JJ McCarthy bag there. Hand it off, complete a 3rd and short, and convert in the goal line, and you're going to win games.
Yeah, he also benefited from having that defense that he had that all play for the Eagles.
Right. Right. And look at where the Eagles are now.
Look at where the
Eagles are.
But I mean, like I said, they don't need wide receiver. I mean, they could probably get one more wide receiver, but you know, this is a wide receiver and defensive heavy draft.
It is. Now, I'm not mad at Wilson and Harrison Jr. And you also have Trey McBride, who you seem to draft every year in fantasy, and he produces like.
And he produces.
How do you get Trey McBride every damn year? Somebody help me with that. But he
gives me numbers.
He produces. The Cowboys gave their edge rusher away just to draft another one. Make it make sense. Farrah. His sale. We're paying pennies on the dollar for the same production because according to you and this one right over here, the Cowboys ain't gonna win no way. So why tie up all that money into a Micah and a Parsons when Green Bay didn't go no further than the Cowboys did because he's not him.
He ain't no Ann. He's Micah Parsons.
He's kind of Anna Parsons. Did you see how sick he was? Hold on. The Dream Girl reference always give me some. That's a lie. Never
been so thin.
All right. He is no, Farrah. No. We're gonna talk about the Cowboys in a second. Mike, I'm gonna pull back up his grade. D- so far for the Cardinals from Mike. Do you agree? Is that too much?
Yeah, I agree. But again, they need A to Z. Eeny, meeny, miny, Melvin. They need A to Z. So it really makes no difference.
I mean, you're right. I mean, you got to take the best player available. You're being a logical analyst right now. I'm not speaking from logic right now. I'm still kind of sore because we didn't get our generational running back that you told me was generational. Had me looking up all his stats and
what did I told the people here watching, and I told you and Mike last year when they were talking about all this Heisman Trophy consideration. I said nobody is looking at Jeremiah Love.
You did, and I started looking, and now my heart is ripped out.
And then he didn't win the Heisman. I mean, we know why Mendoza won the Heisman. I still think Jeremiah Love should have won.
He was the best player. Him and Caleb Downs are the 2 best players in the draft, hands down. Is this the part you take my heart to wipe your feet on, Tasha?
Come on, loose ends.
Y'all, I was sick on that live, y'all. They had to console me. I went mute. I was sick.
He went full on Helen Keller.
That's not nice. Then you basically drafted for Eagles just to pick today 3 times. Farrah. Now, I will be waiting in the bushes on your damn show. So I will address all of this foolishness that you got going on because we're going to get to the Cowboys, and Jerry Jones had the best pick of the whole draft so far. We're going to get to that. But 4, let's go to 4 real quick because the Titans, after losing out on their man, they go and grab wide receiver from Ohio State, Carnell Tate at 4. Bypassing Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, Tasha. I mean, it was the Ohio State Invitational. But they didn't win a Big Ten championship or a national championship. That shows you just what their coach is about. Shit.
Exactly, because Coach Beijing going to be looking like, Coach, I need a job because the funds have been depleted.
Looking at that draft in the first round, it made me joyful as a Michigan Wolverine that y'all didn't do no better than us at the end of the day with all this talent. Y'all fucking suck. I'm sorry, y'all do. But Carnell Tate, wide receiver, to me, that's a reach at 4. He is not a top 4 pick in this draft, but Cam Ward needs help. Tasha, you say what?
I'm sorry, guys. My friend, my lecturer, say hi to the people, David. He's doing some work.
Hello, David.
David. I'm sorry, it's David. But go ahead.
He said his name is Sade, not Sadie, huh? All right. Tasha, I've seen the letter C thrown around a lot with this pick. Is that too high, too low, just right?
So far, I would say right, but I'm going. I can see him moving upwards.
Okay.
Because look, who's going to be Cam Ward's offensive coordinator and coach?
Brian Daboll.
And didn't he want him?
He did.
Giants, but we know the Giants' history of not selecting quarterbacks of a certain hue, but we won't go there.
Right. And they tried, but the Titans stayed instead of trading back with the Giants. So we took that out of his hands. Go ahead.
And you also have a defensive-minded coach.
Yes.
Who says, "Hey, we can get some defensive players in the end to help out Jeffrey Simmons before he ends up saying, 'Free me.'"
No, we got to pay him. We got to pay him before.
Y'all pay Jeffrey Simmons, whatever, back that truck up, whatever.
Jeffrey Simmons I agree. No more 3 and 13. Lock him in now.
So I think this is a good thing because you Cam Ward has some toys. What's the other receiver, the one that was hurt? Calvin Ridley and his injury issues. I mean, it ain't like Calvin Ridley is a spring chicken or anything.
Right.
But
he's getting to about that age.
He's almost getting to that age. So learning from somebody like Calvin Ridley, who was that man, and I can see him projecting upwards.
I can too. And it was the disappointment, the quick turnaround to our pick to see in Carnell Tate. It was too much to handle at that time. Being removed from it a couple of days now, I'm starting to see it your way as far as if Calvin Ridley remains healthy. He did have a great rapport with Cam Ward. You put Carnell Tate on the other side. That is light years ahead of what they had last year.
Yeah.
Light years. And at running back, you have Tony Pollard, who's ran for 1,000 yards both his seasons in Tennessee. So we're not devoid of talent at running back.
And you can always pick up another running back. I mean, it's not going to be to the Jeremiah Love's level of skill, but you never know.
Right.
You can always have the 2-back tandem to
Tajay Spears. Right. Tajay Spears is serviceable. Yeah.
He's serviceable, but I picked him up late because I think one of my players that got injured because I needed some points or something. And of course, when I picked him up, he just didn't do what he's supposed to do. So
and I got a family member who dates him, by the way. They will remain nameless, but I have a family member who dates Tajay Spears right now. Has had a great draft, but still lost to Natty. That's what matters the most. I agree with that. And good morning, T-Dub in the house. Pittsburgh didn't make our list because y'all's picks was kind of trash. Good morning, Langston in the house. Good morning, AP Culture in the house. Everybody's checking in for the draft review. Y'all, the move, and I'm glad Langston is here right now because the move of the first round and the move of the draft was the Cowboys. Oh, Gerald and the Jones.
I'm just going to tell you now because he's doing something with it. So if it goes off, just keep talking. And
don't go off there. Don't clip the power during the Cowboy segment. No, that's what you're not going to do. David. Fall back, stand down. That man
has other things to do this afternoon. He's just here.
Stand down. Yes. Here we go. Stand down, David. As a matter of fact, I know you're a Cowboys fan. You them boys. You chime in. Have a seat next to Tasha T. Simpson while we unpack this. So Jerry, in his infinite wisdom, moves up a spot with Miami Dolphins and takes the most pro-ready player in the draft and 2-time All-American safety Caleb Downs.
Wait a minute, hold on. I'm going to ask him. David, ¿cuál es tu deporte favorito? Dominican baseball is his favorite sport, so he knows nothing about football americano.
He knows who Prescott is. I bet he don't know who the damn Brock and Purdy is. He's like, she's trying to stop my momentum. But the Cowboys pull off the coup of the first round. What was the Cowboys' biggest need going into this year?
I said it, defense. And you know what? I'm going to always give Gerald his credit when he deserves his credit. Gerald was in his bag this draft.
Gerald was in his bag this draft. Did you hear that, Torrance? Did you hear that, Langston? Did you hear that, Farrell, with your hating ass? Did you hear it? Drafting being trash is one thing. Your team being trash is another. This is coming from a fan of an organization that throws parades for not having a losing season. You've fallen so far from grace. It used to be the quest for 6. Now it's just the quest for 9 and 8. Don't do that. Don't start that. My Commanders drafted the next Fred Warner at 7. Arvell Reese. You can really thank the Tennessee Titans, Jarrell, for that. Look at Jarrell switching up platforms. We appreciate you showing love on both platforms. I really rock with that. I respect you, my brother. Cowboys, this is Super Bowl season now. You've got somebody who's a dog, who's a leader, who's a winner, someone who's at a position where it's not going to break the bank on a second contract. Safeties aren't going to command the same amount of money as an edge rusher or top flight cornerback or wide receiver or quarterback. You can get good value out of that pick. I think he's going to help the defense immediately. And I believe it was Emmanuel Acho who said that Caleb Downs is the only player in this draft that could start for all 32 teams this season, including your raggedy ass Steelers T-Dub. Maybe the Titans should have really, Farrah? Really? Farrah. Okay. All right, Farrah. When was your last winning season? Who, the Titans? Or the Cowboys? I got 2 teams, Torrance. Pick one, and then we can have that discussion. But y'all couldn't even get y'all's receiver on the phone. Y'all making phone calls, and the receiver is signing with another team. You was looking like the side chick on Thursday night.
TT, he got a light-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson. He got a dark-skinned friend look like He the Kevin Gates of the NFL. He got 2 teams. I got 2.
No, don't love. He says the Titans. Well, our last winning season was Mike Vrabel's last season there. I think we went 9-7 and missed the playoffs by a game. But don't you worry about that, because the one thing that the Titans and the Steelers have in common is we're all sitting on the couch in the second weekend of every season. Pretty much. Both teams are losers. Farrah, your Broncos have been good for 30 minutes out of the last decade. Let's not do that. Can we get some Cowboy love? And before I go work out, LeBron, the greatest to ever do it, we're gonna talk about King James. Matter of fact, man, move that back for just a minute, because we're gonna talk about that for just a second. Oh, and let me leave you with this, Mr. Roman. There's only one living king. Well, no, human king. I'm not gonna disrespect Big Jesus. There's only one living king. LeBron James, the Dallas Cowboys. Me and Brace.
Big Jesus.
We're having a fantastic weekend over here. Shouts out. So you still talking about us, so that's gonna stop. Because
see, the only reason, look, my kid ain't on here to back you up, Torrance, because she's a Steelers fan.
I don't know why. They're out there trotting out all them players from 70 decades ago. Them days been gone. You done propped a stick in the Lynn Swan's back, had them up there giving picks. Nigga, that was back with the afro. Women didn't shave their cooch back then. Okay?
How do I log out? Where's the end button? Because see, had I said that,
right,
you would be saying, I'm glad Jody ain't here.
Nope. You're right. Touche. I'm sorry. He started it though, but not the first weekend. Okay, all right. I'll give you that. You win that round, Torrance. I'll be back. Now, the Cowboys did do something that had fans kind of worried, though. In the later rounds, they allowed the Philadelphia Eagles to trade up to their spot, and they wound up drafting Malachi Lemon, wide receiver out of USC, to which now Cowboys Nation is saying, well, you just gave the Eagles A.J. Brown's replacement. Do you subscribe to that the Cowboys made a mistake trading back with the division rival Eagles so they can get their replacement wide receiver?
Look, A.J. Brown is acting like Antonio Brown.
Yes.
Just a
and
little.
Chris Brown and James Brown.
It's something about if your last name is Brown.
They all psycho.
But look, they could have traded with anybody. It's going to be hard to replace the talent that is AJ Brown.
The ready-made talent.
Yeah,
He's ready.
It's already there. You already know what he can do. But whatever's going on within that Eagles organization has done pissed him off.
Yeah, you almost said it. Yeah,
and he's like, I'm out.
Yeah, he did it.
Look, Diana Russini told y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. She told y'all.
Wonder how she knew that.
She told y'all where I was going. I'm just saying. But
was both of the soles of her feet on the ground when she got that scoop?
She got a scoop, all right.
Because I think they were pointing towards the heavens, both big toes.
On the shoulders.
Let's keep going. Tasha, the most controversial pick of the draft so far was at number 13. The Rams select quarterback Ty Simpson from Alabama. Tasha, make that make sense.
I can't. Now, everybody's always say, "Oh, he's a coach's." No, not yet, Melanie. We get into it.
Stick around.
They's like, "Oh, he's a coach's kid, so he's been able to read defenses and do this and do that his whole life. Why it didn't translate to Bama?
Didn't they get beat like 30-0 in the playoffs?
And didn't they get beat by Florida State like the first or second game of the year?
Florida State won 3 games last year.
I'm just saying. So I don't get what everybody saw. I didn't see it. And true enough, his wide receiver down there at Bama, the one who was supposed to be the one.
The one with the 30-year-old fiance.
Right. Is too busy trying to get married to 30-year-old mothers.
Is it a Pippin? It's not a Pippin?
No.
Okay.
Not that bad. I just don't. I mean, I get you got to replace Stafford. They got, what's his name? The other drunkard from Georgia that they got him on the roster. Mm-hmm. And obviously they don't see anything in him. But Ty Simpson at 13 for a team that is slated to be here for the next 2 years.
They are a piece away. Like there are names out there. I mean, I look at Ruben Bain. You pair him on the other side of Jared Verse.
But they already got somebody on the other side of Verse. That defense is not the issue. Like I said,
look at the weapons they got on offense. They got the starting receivers.
Exactly. Like how Mike was saying that the Cardinals should have traded away. The Rams should have traded that pick away.
I'm not mad at that because somebody might have jumped Tampa Bay for Ruben Bain because I think that's more of a value with his short arms and the whole car accident issue.
But to me, the short arms, I know they say for people at his position, they want you to have them Javon Curse.
Right. I was thinking Javon Curse too. I was thinking that.
But I mean, obviously what he was doing in Miami was effective. He was still out there balling. He was still out there playing just because he's an inch short when it comes to the arms. And if it was an inch short somewhere else, I put on tis. In the arms, you the one that said something about somebody not shaving cooch, but I can't say.
No, I didn't say anything because I did the cooch statement. Go ahead.
Okay. But I was listening to somebody, and they was like, the reason why they didn't think the Cowboys, out of all teams, didn't take Bain is because you don't want to wake up and have beep, 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 beep phone calls and text messages saying what your player did off the field.
Right, because we're still getting those from Michael Irvin. Go ahead.
How did Cocaine Irvin make a
See, come on, you see. I'm glad we're deep into this YouTube thing because you violated us about 3-4 times. Hairless coochie is an acquired. Thank you, Jody.
There you go, Jarrell. I mean, not to me. It's a preference.
Now, everybody, close your ears. But I read somewhere that the little pea is like broth.
How do I log out of this?
Good morning, Shamika Nicole. Good morning, Jarrell. You out of control today. I'm gonna have to check y'all out later on this morning. All right. Tasha, can I interest you in this?
What?
Sean McVay's best friend, not Sean McVay, I'm sorry. General manager for the Rams, Les Snead's best friend is Jason Simpson, Todd's father.
As my aunt Evelyn Lucille Carpenter Watson would say, it's a dead cat on the line somewhere.
Tasha, wait a minute. What's going on here? Just flow with us, Nicole. I'm gonna get this back on track. Farrah, don't put a battery in her back this morning.
You started it. Why for I get the slander when you the one started to talk about a hairless cooch, and then I say something about an extra inch and I'm wrong.
This is called the extra point, not the extra inch. Now, if you're Sean McVay and your boss signs his best friend's son at number 13 when you're trying to win a Super Bowl this year, and you could have taken the best player available, like the Cardinals, or attempted to move back, acquire some more pieces, and provide some depth pieces. You take this guy that's going to sit behind Matthew Stafford unless he gets injured for the season. He's not going to touch the field this year and may not touch the field next year if Matt Stafford decides to stick around like Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre. He's not going to help you in the immediate future, but you signed your best friend's son.
All I got to say, the 30 for 30 on the implosion of the Rams.
It started on draft night.
This could turn out to be as bad as when Georgia Frontier, what's her name? Moved the team.
Yeah. With her umbrella.
And her, her blonde hair, baby. Yeah.
She got a title off of us.
When she moved the team from LA to St. Louis.
Yeah.
This may be
this could be catastrophic because if I just think that's a wild move. The 49ers, we'll give you some love since you're on the panel. Y'all signed one of the fastest players at the combine, wide receiver Deshaun Stribling. You like?
Sorry, I got these outside the street. This is the loudest place in the world, is damn Dominican Republic. But again, I think we could, and I had this conversation with my brother too about Trent Williams. I don't know why they're not trying to find an offensive tackle.
Well, why find an offensive tackle when he just got another $50 million out of you?
I know.
He's the Black Kirk Cousins.
That's
He's not what he was.
That's a lie. But when you ask anybody, you go down that NFC West and go through all these other teams.
He's not what he was.
He is still feared. It doesn't matter. But at some point, you still got to replace him. Why are they not drafting another right tackle? Why are they not another left tackle? Why are they not drafting any offensive lineman to possibly take over when he's no longer available, or when those injuries start to pile up?
Which they are starting to do.
Yes.
Which they are starting to do.
Which they cannot. And that's my biggest issue with the 49ers. So we traded out of the first round because we really don't need anything but doctors.
Right. You just need to be healthy. Now, I'm going to do something that Tasha would never do. I'm going to give my rival, the disgusting, filthy 49ers, a little bit of props here, because just like with Cam Ward and Carnell Tate, I think you need to upgrade him on the outside. You lost Debo. You lost the dude that went crazy and didn't even get his bag. Well, Brandon Ayuk. Ricky Pearsall is decent, but hell, he's more known for getting shot 5 times. 50cent.com over there. So you need some help on the outside. You can't just keep dumping the ball off to Christian McCaffrey.
McCaffrey, look, I don't know what his tendons are held together with, but baby, they stretch.
He's still getting it done too. But come on, man, Father Time is undefeated. Now, Shamika, I want to come to this real quick. Oh, so he's a Nepo baby? That's crazy. But Tasha ain't going off about this like she went off about LeBron and Bronny.
I mean, again, but I've been saying it. I said it all last season. I don't see what they see in Ty Simpson.
You did. I'm not saying that. I just wanted to take a shot.
You can't take a shot because it's the same argument. But do I think he would be more ready to play his position than Bronny? Yeah. But
no, Bronny caught a oop last night. Let's not do that. Now,
but I'm not a fan of what it really is. And I'm gonna do my boy square, a solid, and I'm gonna take his boy, knowing good and damn well. I agree. You're gonna cause that team. Like I said, maybe being under Stafford, maybe getting a few reps with the practice squad. Who knows?
But that ain't gonna help you get over the Seattle Seahawks this year or the 49ers.
If let's say something happened to Stafford and you put him in, you're gonna lose a game against Seattle. You're going to lose a game against the 49ers.
Hell, you was losing to them.
with Stafford.
With Stafford.
Because it came down to the last game of the season to see who was going to be the number 1 seed in the whole NFC.
In the whole NFC. The 49ers, as much as I hate to say this, and I'm coming to you, Shamika, if they're healthy going into this season, they're going to be a favorite to be in the second and maybe third weekend of the playoffs. Yeah. I hate to say it. Now, the Cowboys are going to be right there with them because as we saw, we showing up that damn defense. Yeah, we got a Michigan edge rusher, and you know what Michigan does off that edge. We got Caleb Downs, Big Ten, baby. Shamika, let's meet down here. Y'all can all stay with me. Free hotel stay when we go to that parade. Hopefully it ain't like 92 when they was robbing and stealing out here and bruffing folks up. But we're going to have that parade. Now, Tasha, peep this name. Tired-ass Cowboys fan. Lord, we feel you on that. We feel you. 49ers going to fall off this year because of that defense. Eberflus going to be their downfall. Why the hell anybody would sign Eberflus after what happened in Dallas? Y'all out of y'all rabbit-ass mind. I agree with him. Hit that subscribe. I like that.
That's a lie. It's always a hater somewhere.
I like him. Hit that subscribe.
The one thing the 49ers ain't never had no problem with is that D.
No, I don't believe San Francisco will be that good, especially, he's the same one. And I'm tired too. We all tired, bro. We tired.
But the thing is, you get Eberflus, but Eberflus has to understand it's the 49er way. You either piss or get off the pot. You can't be coming in there with no BS because John Lynch ain't going for it.
He might be gone before homecoming.
Right, because John Lynch ain't gonna have that.
No, he ain't gonna have
that. A tired Cowboys fan, which is what all y'all are.
We tired right now.
Don't come to me.
Bro, I love the name. Like, we are tired right now. But this is Jerry. Jerry's in his bag. The offense is already there.
Jerry was in his bag this draft. Now, that's just pray Jerry don't stay in his usual bag. And let's see what's going to go on with Pickens here.
And his condom bag still busting him down. Hey, do your thing,
You know
Jerry.
what?
As long as you get it done.
All I know is, look.
Him and Bill still knocking him down.
George Pickens may turn back into Pickens because
he might, Tasha. I'm worried about that. Now I'm worried. Natasha. Now, don't get Peter on us now.
You ain't gonna look. You can franchise me once, but they got a whole nother franchise tag, and they'll probably try to use it on him again. What they should have did. Jerry gets enough flack and enough hatred as is.
From
they
y'all.
Since Pickens was up here doing his damn thing.
He saved us when CeeDee Lamb was out.
They should have got rid of him because then you could have got more because now you're going to have to pay him. And if you don't pay him, what are you going to do?
Cut up. Mike asked me, did signing the franchise tag mean that Jerry would trade him? I said, yes. I thought he was going to be gone on draft night, Thursday night. Because I'm like, I don't know, man. He played nice last year because he wanted that long-term extension. He didn't get it. Because you can't fake your true colors forever. Eventually, cuckoo crazy, all about me Pickens is going to rear his ugly head. We'll just see if it's this year. He's getting $27 million this year. So
I mean, but look, a Kirk and the Cousins done made a living off of signing franchise tags.
That is true.
And he's gotten
that is true. That is true. Well, I mean, if you're getting rid of Michael Parsons' contract and you're bringing in rookie deals, there should be some room there to pay him if we need to.
But are you going to pay him more than CD?
Now, let's go right here and shouts out, because this is where we're going next. The NBA playoffs, for those that have been flipping back and forth between the draft and the NBA playoffs, is in full swing. Round one in full swing. And last night, we saw the king, the unquestioned GOAT, the greatest basketball player to ever walk the face of this earth.
That's a patent lie.
No, let me finish. He dropped 29, 13, and 6. Including a game-tying 3 to send the game into overtime. He threw an alley-oop to his damn son in this game, and now they're up 3-0 over the heavily favored Houston Rockets, who all of the national pundits told us was going to smoke the Lakers without Luka and without Austin Reeves.
Now, I don't know. Look, now y'all know I'm really not like an NBA person. I think I've watched 2 games this whole season. But
the hate.
Who told them that the Houston Rockets was good? First of all, KD is not playing.
4C KD.
So what made them think Houston was even going to stand a chance without KD? Houston does not have the experience. Even a Luka-led Lakers team is being controlled and ran by LeBron. LeBron could run that shit in his sleep.
No, look, she's saying that's a lie. We get booze coming in. We get we need another No Kings rally. That's the best one.
What?
That's the best one.
You know what?
Nah, now I got to do this for you, Farrah, because at age 41, at year 23, LeBron James is the best player on the court. He is all year long. We were told that he was the reason why the Lakers were struggling, that he needed to play third fiddle to Hall and Oates, Luka and AR-15, that he's supposed to play third fiddle on that offense, that he was the one holding him back. Farrah, was that you? Farrah, was that you that said that the Lakers were better without LeBron? I think that was you. Go ahead.
Not Hall and Oates. Not Hall and Oates.
You know what I'm saying.
But again, Luka is not there mentally. So I think y'all really need to give the brother man an apology down there in Dallas. Y'all done got the man fired. Y'all booed when he was at games. Yes. Luka is not there mentally. He's got a lot of off the court issues and personal issues that ain't nobody bringing to the forefront like they want.
Anthony Edwards. Go ahead.
Like they want to do poor Dak Prescott with his demise, with his ex-fiance and their lovely little children. Y'all ain't brought up none of Luka shit and put that out there. Luka ain't here. So I don't know why anybody thought. First of all, Luka's a very, very, very good player. I'm not gonna put Luka over LeBron when it comes to anything basketball and business related. That's not going to happen. So anybody that was saying that, I mean, I get it. They were saying his age. They thought maybe the King lost a step. But I'm like everybody else. Did y'all not see those highlights? The King's still out there doing it.
The King is still out there doing it. And ladies and gentlemen, let me add some context to this. He's not just out there doing it. He's out there doing it with a cast-off Marcus Smart. Basically, the 2023 Grizzlies cast-offs. The Marcus Smart cast-off. You got Luke Kennard, who was a Grizzlies cast-off. You got DeAndre Ayton, who was a cast-off from Phoenix and left for dead.
DeAndre Ayton been a cast-off since he left Arizona.
Now, we've seen LeBron do this before. Remember that first title run when he took the worst team in NBA history to the finals and got swept by Tim Duncan? Then he did it again in 2015 with no Kyrie, no Kevin Love against the Golden State Warriors. He took it to 6 games with Matthew Dellavedova. And then 2018 when Kyrie bolted for Boston, he ran it back again and got to the finals. Y'all, it's time to end this damn GOAT debate. 23 years of being a top 5 player. The numbers speak for themselves. He didn't take any time off to go rehab, to go gamble, to go play baseball. He didn't do none of that. No shot at Jordan, who she says quit giving people Jordan's title. He took the title.
You can keep bumping your gums all you
bump them.
You said them all. You said all you want. That yellow, googly-eyed, cognac, whiskey drinking Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
Y'all need to stop this.
Point blank period. I done already called him the King. LeBron is the King.
Okay.
Jordan is the GOAT. That's just it is what it is.
Now he calls them the zesty ass Thunder. I'm not going to go that far, but they are annoying and they're soft to me. And I don't even subscribe to the soft when we talk about professional athletes. I'm sick of the foul baiting and the big ass dude. What's the tall guy?
Chet Holmgren.
Chet Holmgren out there flopping the other night.
I mean, hey, they learn from the best.
Say his name. Say his name.
You wear the crown.
Say his name. Because last time I checked, Prince Bronny is up 3-0 in the playoffs. Prince Bronny's getting minutes.
The only Prince I know is Rogers Nelson.
I ain't gonna debate that. Mama, don't gas me up, Mama. I'm about to go off about LeBron. I'm with you when you're right. Shamika. Now we're tied together by them boys. Let's not fight over this. I don't want to fight over this. Let's have a Jordan versus that dude debate on TikTok soon. I'll be there with my crown on. I might even make a video appearance on that one so y'all can see this crown. OKC like the Gay Bone Thugs and Harmony. Okay. All right. Well, okay. All right. He got names from all Zesty Bone, Pretty Bone, and Skinny Bone. Okay. Yeah, I can't watch. I can't either. This is the honeydew game today. Get your honeydew list together when the Suns.
I should have worn my OKC Thunder shirt.
Nah, man, they some fake champions. Like, I don't even bang on this current NBA. I like the current NBA, but the Thunder, they're everything that's wrong.
Look, all I know is my Pistons need to get them Pistons to revving.
Let's go there because let's whip around the league real quick before we close out. Are you concerned, Boston? I mean, that your Pistons are tied 1-1 with a sorry ass Orlando team.
Yeah, I am concerned because ain't no way in the hell. Not saying they should have just been. They should have been mopping the floor with them. I'm gonna go on and say
mopping the floor. This was a playing team, but barely. They shouldn't even beat Charlotte in the playing game. This is concerning. Thinking long term down the line, if y'all having problems, y'all are in Orlando today. Don't go down.
And I can't even say it's because the Pistons tried to Tyrod Taylor cake Cunningham. But I mean, he's gonna have to do more. That entire team is gonna have to do more. But what I do, I hate a little black on black crime. So but of course my Pistons got to come out on top. But they not look.
They don't look right.
They looking now. If they get past the Magic, they're not going to make it past the second round.
No, they don't look right. They do not look right. They don't. That Orlando has been more physical, and that's inexcusable.
Way more physical, and the style of Detroit basketball is straight physicality.
Yes, that is inexcusable.
And they're lacking that.
Wait a minute. Talk to me when he wins scoring, defensive, and MVP in the same year, and the Finals MVP. Look, unlike Jordan fans, stands, and stand-its, I'm not telling anybody who thinks Jordan is the GOAT that they're wrong. He was the GOAT for a long time.
I'm not. Y'all know I'm not a Jordan fan because I'm a Pistons fan.
Right, but I don't have a problem with that because Jordan's resume speaks for itself. There's really no need for Jordan people to argue. It's the hate that spewed towards LeBron that caused me to question.
But the thing is, y'all, not you in particular, because I know you've always had an issue with Jordan for whatever reason.
He ruined the 90s for me. Go ahead.
But it's funny how everybody was a Jordan fan.
Who else was going to root for? He never beat a champion.
I'm just saying. Everybody was a Jordan fan, but then all of a sudden everybody want to be a LeBron fan now, and y'all switching teams and this, that, and
I do. Yeah, she's talking about me. Wherever LeBron goes, I go like my buddy.
You know what?
No XP Pistons, but wait on them. They better get it done today. Don't go down.
Yeah. What did Billy tell Prince in Purple Rain? You better kick ass tonight.
Right. Right.
You better kick ass. That's all because I got my Pistons shirt, and now I've been waiting to throw it on.
Right. You're going to be waiting if they don't get it done tonight.
Right. I'm just going to fold it back up and keep it in the drawer to next season.
And we're going to call this the Angel Reese Invitational with Jalen Duren versus Wendell Carter. It's the Angel Reese Invitational. Does the winner get her heart like in love and basketball? Is Angel, is she old enough for me to say she fine, or does that make me creepy? She fine. Jordan flame burned brighter, but LeBron's flame burned slightly less, but lasted way longer. We can end it on that. That's a nice meeting in the middle.
That's the difference. It's just LeBron is still playing. That's
a perfect way to put that. So kudos to you for that. Now, Tasha, I want you to be nice when I ask you this, all right? Be nice, because we're almost at the end of the show. You've been good today. Be nice. The Knicks are down 2-1 to the I can't even get it out. The Knicks are down 2-1 to the Lemon Pepper Wing All-Stars. They're almost facing damn near elimination this afternoon, Tasha. Game 4 is in Atlanta. They look bad. CJ McCollum is cooking their ass. Let me ask you this. If the Knicks get bounced in the first round this year, after having finals aspirations, is this all going to be at the feet of Karl Anthony Towns?
You know how I feel about Karl Anthony Towns.
He gets an ANDA. He's on the ANDA list.
He been on the ANDA. He too big not to be taken over. And then it just goes to show you it wasn't the coaching if they don't make it. Maybe it's you, Evelyn. Maybe you just stink. It's the team.
We saw the underachieving going on in Minnesota with stacked rosters as well. You go to New York, they're regular season all-stars, but now Jalen Brunson looks like a liability on defense. Mikal Bridges just fell off a cliff.
Jalen Brunson is supposed to be the captain of the team. He's showing he ain't playing captain like ball. He's not.
Olay.
You know what? It made me think of Bugs Bunny. Stop steaming up my tail.
Olay. CJ McCollum is searching him out on pick and rolls and just going left, going right, pull up, three, go to the cup. Just, Olay. He's a cone out there. You can't win a championship with that. And the little girl is not cute, looking like an extraterrestrial. Shamika. She talking about Zoe. Talking about Zaya. Ziri. Talking about Zuri. LeBron's little girl.
No, Zuri Nova's cute. She plays volleyball.
Yeah, that's some Jordan fan shit right there, Shamika. Let's come on now. I just want the Knicks to lose and see San Antonio. Stephen A. Smith, you're right. Talking about orange and blue skies, baby. Orange and blue skies. Take your five.
Screaming A. Smith.
Yeah, the lemon pepper steppers. That's their name.
Magic City night down there in Atlanta.
Greek freak to the Knicks next year. Well, the question is, does Milwaukee want the kitty cat?
But Jarrell, you know what? Jarrell, they've been trying to get him there. They've been trying for the last 2 seasons to get him there.
Mom, I'm gonna tell you when I call you after the show what that lemon pepper mean. Because you're a good Christian girl, good Catholic girl, good clean girl.
Mama, just Google lemon pepper Lou.
Yeah, he's been itching for playoff basketball. Put some respect on CJ McCollum's name. He's averaged 20 points per game in the playoffs, but like you said, he's been on trash teams that had no ability to advance to see him on a bigger stage. New York, you're about to mess up the ratings for the NBA by not making it out of this first round. With all due respect to Atlanta, nobody wants to see them playing in the second round. We want to see the Knicks go out in the
Knicks because it is what it is. You know, that's the big market.
She was talking about Angel Reese.
Oh, I was about to say Lizette, not Lizette.
Yeah, I was going to say, damn. Okay, well, she's fair game. She's fair game to bang on. All right, Boston leads Philly 2-1. Is that over?
Philly, again, one of those teams, I don't even know how that at. Why she here, Ike?
Right. Running back and forth after the gunshot. Spurs over Portland. Let's hope that Victor Wembanyama gets back healthy. Get them out of the paint. Nobody wants to see.
I'm surprised Portland is playing as good as they are.
Is this the end for Chauncey Billups? Okay.
When he got arrested. Okay.
Temple was up 2-1 over Denver. You think he really could get it done this time? Baby mama.
Jarrell put a clip out there, and he was talking about how the COVID spreader himself, he is out there handling.
Yeah, he said no. The COVID wrong. Remember that? I forgot about that.
He is handling him.
I forgot about that. He shut down the league.
Y'all follow Soul on Sports on TikTok. He come up with some little clip, but I watch him on Instagram.
Right, because I was just about to say, how you watching him on TikTok, Ike?
I watch him on Instagram. Thank you very much.
Mama, we almost done, Mama. We almost done. We got to get one more. Peyton P might be the best 5'8" basketball player of all time. I'll have to think about that. I got to think about that, but we'll put them in the list. Timberwolves, is this over? They can go up 3-1 tonight. I think it's over. I think they're a bad matchup for Denver. We'll holler at you, Joker. We'll holler at you, bro. It was a nice run. I want to end on this with having a female on the show who watches sports and stays dialed into the Page 6 news. I want to get your thoughts on this because the last time we were on 2 weeks ago, the Mike Vrabel story had just broken with him and Diana Russini, and it has since gone left. Like,
it didn't go left. It's always been left. They was just out there lying.
No. They weren't out there lying, Tasha. She was out there lying. Let me just catch everybody up. Then I want to get your thoughts on this. So Diana Russini, when she did her resignation letter, she vehemently denied any wrongdoing, any connection romantically to Mike Vrabel, and basically said she's stepping down so that this will go away. That did not happen. She should have just kept her damn job. These pictures are coming out fast and furious. It's dating back to 2020. Tongue kissing in the bar. When the last time you see somebody tongue kissing in the bar, like in public?
And the salacious part is, her oldest son is named Michael. And she got married a few months after those photos were released. Were taken.
No, Tasha, no. Tasha.
Well, we know if her son grow up to be about 6'4".
Tasha.
240.
Tasha. Oh, but did you see the tweet where she said, I'm sitting here looking at my 4-day-old son, wondering who's the best Michaels to ever coach and play in the NFL?
That's what I'm
in plain sight.
Look.
Are you requesting a DNA test if you're Mr. Russini? Look,
I don't know. Now he's not no pushover. I don't know what he looks like, but he got some funds behind him. He's like a
He's a highly successful businessman.
He's not no pushover, but it's gonna come to a point that, hey, bruh, when look, DNA and genetics are a motherfucker.
The second that she go to sleep, I got you.
Put that right in that bag, zip like that, and I'm come here, let daddy check your teeth.
There's nothing but glass cups around the house. As soon as your lips touch it, I'm gonna push you down and grab it. I'm gonna need that.
All I got to say is, if you out here running the streets, I'm gonna need for you to have a better life than we was with our friends and ain't no friends around.
Martrice called her Dana. I like. Now, Tasha, let me ask you this, because this is the part I really wanted to get to. That was just catch-up mode. Do you think, because Mike Vrabel, and the reason why I said there was only one person lying, because Mike Vrabel just basically admitted to it when he said he had to have tough conversations with his family. He's about to go to counseling. He basically admitted to the affair when the other pictures came out. But for some reason, he's just getting a slap on the wrist, and the NFL is letting him go on about his business. Meanwhile, Diana Russini's career is ruined. Is that fair or foul as a woman, coming from a woman's standpoint?
I'm not going to necessarily say it's fair or foul. It just kind of is what it is. And I don't think it reeks of like a sexism type of thing either. She's the only one that went on there and lied. And her bosses held her accountable, whereas his boss is Mr. Crafty Tub.
Great point.
He's not holding his accountable. He even tried to go to the press and get the story
and can the story.
But they was like, bro, we running with this because she works for a subsidiary of our newspaper.
And if anybody who's followed sports for any number of years, you know that New York and Boston don't even play like that with each other. So the New York Post is going to publish those photos. Yankees, Red Sox, anyone? Jets, Patriots, anyone? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's like Alabama getting the drop on Tennessee coach and not publishing it. That's just not gonna happen.
All I know is it would behoove her to go on the press junket and start telling them lies like Paige Shivers.
Paige Shivers, count your days. Because
you lying.
You lying, and you took the promotion. You took all of the perks that came along with being the number 1A to arguably the most powerful man on campus, which is the head coach at the University of Michigan. Regardless of who holds that title, he's the most powerful man. The head football coach is. The facts of the case determined that it was a lie. He did not bust in your house, kick your door down, and threaten to stab himself or you. None of that was true. Those charges were true.
Even though his wife did say on her 911 call that she thought he was going to do something to himself. But all this other stuff, she on here lying, what she's doing, she's trying to build a case against Michigan so they can pay her some money. That's what she's trying to do.
And you know why she would do that? Because she's nuclear now. What CEO of a Fortune 500 company is going to bring her on board after all of this publicity that she's had? And the nature in which she brought down a whole athletic department damn near. You say this all the time. It's the cover-up, right?
It's the cover-up. Like I said, that's the Diana Russini part. It's the cover-up because you went on there and made up these first of all, they weren't even fantastic lies, as my grandmother used to say. You just out here lying. We was with friends. Well, where the photos with your friends? See,
ain't seen one of them yet. Ain't seen one of them.
What about your friends? That's what T and L say I ain't mentioned the C because she done threw off her damn rocker.
Stop
but
it.
it's and then it's the fact that he's talking about getting out here getting counseling. The fuck you getting counseling for? You was out here fucking around. What do you need counseling for that?
Right.
You, or are you letting us know that you're a serial or habitual cheater? Like, is this your first? And this you got more affairs than the one you had with Diana Russini?
But you kissing in a New York bar is very like it's very brazen. It's very brazen, very brazen. Like she absolutely lied, Melanie Taylor, lying for free. The women agree with you on this one, Tasha. So we're gonna let you ride off with that victory lap. Who you shouting out today?
Like I said, I did my shout out already. One shout out to Martrice and her family. Herman got to go home today.
Yeah.
Guys, knowing Herman is one of the funniest, silliest men on this earth that you would ever want to come in contact with. So shouts out to Big Herman making it back home.
Yeah.
Being in his rehab facility. Not rehab. No, he wasn't there because he was cheating on that shit. We got a
medical issue.
It was a medical issue. But so we're glad that Herman is back home with his family. So send shout out to Miss Sheila and the rest of the Hastings, Maryland family on that end.
Yeah.
Oh, and I do got to give a shout out to my kiddo. My child has not played golf in eons. My baby is back out there on the link trying to get her golf game back where it needs to be. And yes, she can hit off of a tee. She was just out there just driving because I told her.
It's a lot of divots, Tasha. Was all those hurdles?
It's a driving range.
Oh, okay.
And so, but they say most deals happen on golf courses. My baby's trying to get out there and get in her bag.
That is true, especially in the sports profession. You can really get in there and start rubbing elbows with some movies.
And she ain't got to have vacations with a head coach to get her information.
We don't get the benefit of the doubt.
No. Had that been Taylor Rooks,
right?
Had that been a Jamel Hill, had that been any, we would have been drugged under the oof.
Right. So, and as unfair as it is, like y'all don't get that benefit of the doubt.
But then you gonna come to my child talking about you see a lot of divots. It's a driving range. Of course, it's gonna be divots.
I'm just saying, like, was that the first swing? What we doing out here?
No, she had just been out there swinging in general.
Okay.
Like I said, she can hit off of a tee. A lot of people cannot do that.
I'm one of them. It's very hard to hit off a tee with the driver. So I'm very impressed. And I can't wait to get back on the golf course this year. Where you at, Stone? Where you at, man? Where the golfing invite at, Stone? My clubs is 2 feet away. We can do that. All right. I want to give a shout out to my mom, AP Coulter.
Wait, I'm glad you. Oh my God, today's my mother's birthday, guys.
Wow, really? We're only 2 hours into the show.
I got a lot going on. Shouts out to my mother, and y'all, she hates my cats, but the kittens were the first ones to tell her happy birthday, Granny Sharon, today.
Happy birthday, Mama Sharon. May it be blissful. May it be damn, y'all Aries is all over the place, huh?
She's a Taurus, thank you.
Oh, the bull, right? Okay. All right. Well, happy birthday, and may it be a blessed one. I want to give a shout out to the Hastings family as well, the Coulter family, to Tasha T. Sizzle, her family, her mom, for a happy birthday. And to the Dallas Cowboys and Tennessee Titans. Let's wrap this draft thing on up and get back out of the cellar. And we will see y'all next week. Tasha, get us up out of here. Go Blue.
Vamos Azul.
We'll see y'all next week. Peace. Happy birthday.